Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another live stream. We are in Assetto Corsa today for a change, and we're gonna simulate the Daytona 24-hour race. Of course not full time, we're gonna do 10% of it, so 2.4 hours. And yeah, I'm gonna be racing a DPI Cadillac in this multi-class race. We have DPIs and GTEs and GTDs. GTD being the GT3 cars, obviously. And yeah, I'm looking really forward to doing this. I've been testing a lot offline, trying to prepare everything, so it's gonna be a challenge. It's quite tricky to get the AI where it needs to be, where it is a challenge, because of course the AI in traffic doesn't do so well. That means we have to increase the difficulty as high as possible. Plus I gave myself a ballast on the car and a restrictor, so the AI difficulty is maxed out at 100, and I gave myself 70 kilos and a restrictor of 60. So the first laps will be a bit tricky. I will definitely lose a lot of time, but once we start hitting the traffic around lap 6, the fun begins. Then I will try and chase the leaders down, and hopefully we'll get on the podium here, or maybe even win the race. That is the plan. I hope you're doing all well. Olaf, Haunted, Harry, John, Captain, hope you're doing good. Of course the Daytona 24 hours is happening this weekend. The real race, I mean. So the hype is real. I'm super hyped about the race. We're doing the online race next week in Race Room, And I saw somebody ask whether I'm driving GTE or GT3. Currently I'm thinking GTE. Because there will be, of course, a lot of GT3 cars, and I think the GTE class will need some love. And you don't often get the chance to drive a GTE car in ranked. So I think I'll take that opportunity. Looking forward to that. But before we do Race Room online, we do Assetto Corsa offline. The IMSA series has a lot of cars that we don't have in Race Room, so hence me giving Assetto Corsa another go. With the Soul mod and the custom shader patch, it's looking incredible, as you can see already. Simply amazing what the community did with Assetto Corsa. And especially Ilya from the custom shader patch. Absolutely genius, that guy. You mean a lockdown belly? Not sure what that's supposed to mean. Oh, yeah. Now I got it. I got my lockdown belly, but it's been already there before the lockdown. Yeah. Well, this is gonna be super fantastic, guys. I've had so much fun already doing some offline tests. And yeah, there will be no practice and no quali. We're going to jump straight into the race, because with Assetto Corsa and especially multi-class, you can't really rely on qualifying results. They are all over the place. So we will start last in class, and it's gonna take about 6 laps until we hit traffic, and then the race is on. I hope you're hyped. I'm definitely hyped. So let's jump into this, I would say. Let me turn on the sound of Assetto Corsa. I hope the sound is okay. It's not too loud and also not too silent. If there is a problem with the sound, just let me know and I'll adjust it. Luckily we can do that in an offline race. We can just pause. Right. Yeah, let's get this show on the road. Enable all the apps that we need. This is gonna be, of course, time multiplier times 10, so that should simulate a full day-night cycle in 2.4 hours. Also, there's gonna be some kind of dynamic weather, but no rain. It's just gonna go from clear to cloudy, or overcast, I should say, and back. So I'm really looking forward. So let's do this. I'm ready. Are you ready, guys? We're just gonna restart this session and then we're in the race. And it's gonna be a long, long race. We have 34 cars in total. That is the maximum that this track can hold in Assetto Corsa. I wish it was more. But on the other hand, I'm already on the limit with regards to performance. I'm scratching on 60 FPS. Hopefully the stream will be smooth and everything, but I think so. Should we do just one lap to get warm, or and then we'll restart? So pit limiter is automatic Assetto Corsa. You can tell me if the sound is alright.
Your tires are cold, watch out.
Get rid of the music.
On the right.
You can hear the car okay, you can hear me okay. If so, then we'll jump into the race. It's a bit dark at night, isn't it? Even with headlights on. But it's looking beautiful. Mic check, all good? Perfect, thank you. So yeah, the first lap I will definitely, or the first few laps, the first 5-6 laps I will definitely lose a lot of time. But then we will slowly start gaining time through the traffic. I hope that not too many cars will DNF, because the less traffic, the less chance I have to win this race. The more traffic, the better for me. And of course, we need to make sure that we don't bin it ourselves. Bus stop chicane. There's already one car
Blue flag.
off the track. That is another thing I noticed. Some cars, when they spin out, they just stay there. They don't even try to get back. And then they stay there like forever. But now he retired. Simon Pagino. Okay, but I'm gonna come into the pits and then we'll start this race. I've also disabled fuel and tire wear for the reason that the AI is not really great in managing their race strategy. They're pretty unpredictable as when they stop and how often they stop. And so in order to have a good race until the end, from start to finish, I've decided not to have any tire wear or fuel use. That means 2.4 hours straight racing. Are you ready, guys? Let's do this. Your version of Raceroom looks sick. Thank you. Great to hear. You can have retired cars rejoin the race. Is that so? I haven't found that option, but I need to look into that. Thanks for the heads up. But I don't think too many cars will retire. At least they didn't in my tests. Salt Firework is looking amazing. Yeah, it's crazy. What's up, Brian? How's it going? How you doing? It's Jan Magnus in the split. Oh, he's too slow for this split. Okay, we're gonna restart and then the race is on. You can see my SimHub dash on screen. First time I'm using SimHub as well. In this car it's really useful because you don't... If you disable the wheel, there is no dash. Might do the same when I drive GTE in Raceroom. Oh, but I downloaded this track not long ago. Maybe I downloaded it from a outdated location. Also, this is not the race department version of the track, it's the reboot version of the track, I think is the name of it. Update came out yesterday. Okay, might need to look into that. Also, I might do more races like this one, but you know, with Sebring and Road Atlanta and all the other IMSA type races. So maybe this is round 1 of a championship. I don't know yet. Could very well be. I think that would be a lot of fun. The only problem is I don't know how to keep track of the points, but I will take a screenshot of the results and then maybe I'll figure it out. I know that Content Manager has a championship feature, but when I tried it, then it wouldn't let me add more than 18 cars, so that was weird. It said it was limited by the track, but the track can hold more than 18, so it's a bit weird. Yeah, Assetto Corsa and Content Manager and Custom Shader Batch, it's a lot of fiddling, but when it works, it's awesome. Google Sheets all day, right? Okay, boys, let's get this show on the road.
8th place. Get ready.
Get ready.
Floor it. Green, green, green.
No rolling starts either, but that's fine. Oh, I see the weather loop started me off in overcast conditions now. It was supposed to be clear, but that's okay. It will clear up and then we'll go overcast again and so forth. I made this weather plan especially for that. Weather changes every 30 minutes. Frames are looking okay. I've got 56, 57, 58 frames. That's fine. It will get better when the grid has spread out a bit.
George, decent start. We can build something from here.
Water bottle is ready. Don't forget to hydrate. So in this DPI class, we have Cadillacs and Acuras. In real life we have Mazdas as well. But I left that car out because it didn't look so good. So first time through the bus stop. Should be 3rd gear. Could be 2nd gear as well. If you missed the entry like I did just now. And that's lap 1 already. almost complete. As you can see, my class opponents are pulling away, but as soon as we hit the traffic, they will get slowed down by it. Because AI will of course never be as good as a human in traffic. I shouldn't say never, but currently that isn't doable by the software. Maybe if Elon Musk sometime decides to mod Assetto Corsa. But overall I think the AI is doing a really good job. Sometimes they overshoot the bus stop chicane when they try to overtake me. Let's see how it goes. Easy engine noises. Some of the cars are sounding really good, to be honest. The GTE cars, there's some sound mods for them and they are very nice. They might not sound exactly like the real car, but they sound really good. Track is looking good at daytime, but looks even better at night with all the lights everywhere. Looks really good. By the way, if you're interested in the mods I'm using, I put a link in the description. There's somebody made a compilation of links on Reddit. And then there's a lot of skins on Race Department. I think I've got the full grid dressed up in IMSA and Daytona's liveries. You'll see a lot of Honda NSXs in the GTD grid. Some Lexuses. What's the plural of Lexus? Lexi. Lexuses. Yeah, so the gap is already 7 seconds to the guy ahead, but you will see once we hit the traffic, the race will be on. Lexi. If you want to share some cool IMSA mods for Assetto Corsa on my Discord, I will try to integrate them for the next race, which will be Sebring in March, I believe that race is. The WEC was supposed to race there as well,
you've got cold tires.
but they moved to Portimao for the season opener, which is also a cool track. It ain't Sebring though, but luckily the IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship is still racing there. So we're in lap 4. 2 more laps and then we'll probably hit traffic. And then it's gonna be super fun sliding through the traffic. Slicing. Like a warm knife through butter. I wonder if Stefano is going back to sim racing. Well, he has recently helped the Assetto Corsa Competizione guys out again with some coding, but I don't think he is full-time back on Assetto Corsa. He was doing this sailing simulator, right?
The gap in front has increased to 10 seconds.
Hey Darius. Can't take this chicane super fast over the curbs. Are we getting Sebring in race room? I hope so. At some point. Who knows? It's not currently in the works though. I would love that, but I would also love some Daytona prototypes and some LMP2s.
8th place.
We've got a few new tracks in the works currently though. I'm guessing they will be out before summer. But don't quote me on that. GT3 and 4. Yeah, I mean that's definitely one of those cars that are on our radar. And we have a pretty good history of keeping GT3 somewhat
George,
up to date.
this car is flat.
There's another GT3 car currently in beta, or say alpha, or development at least. I'm just teasing you guys, I'm not telling you what it is. So, there's the traffic. This is where the fun begins. Hello, are you?
The gap is now 4.6.
This is where the race starts, boys. Now we can really make up some time. You can see already the gap is down to 4 seconds to the guy ahead. Just have to be smart in traffic. That wasn't so smart, but at least we didn't crash. Oh man, this is so much fun. Multi-class racing, endurance racing. Looking forward to the real race on, what is it, Saturday? Yeah, Saturday, isn't it? Saturday night for us Europeans. There's already the first overtake in class. And we got 3 more cars, 4 just ahead of me. Of course, when they are clear from traffic, they will start overtaking back, because they are quite a bit faster than my car with ballast and the restrictor enabled. So I hope this produces really great racing. It did so in my test, so I'm confident we'll see a great race here. I see they're going a bit wide here sometimes. That was the Acura in the dirt. Love the pink livery. You see, when they're not in traffic, they are gaining on me. They'll probably overtake back if we don't get in traffic
okay,
again.
George, come on,
soon.
stay focused. Apexes and exits, apexes and exits. P6.
This is bloody brilliant. Whoa. Awesome stuff. Come on, let's go. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking of doing more races like this. Simulating the real championship. Definitely Daytona and then Sebring. And Road Atlanta is another big one. And Laguna Seca and Road America. Mid-Ohio. Then there's a few more tracks in the championship where only the GT cars race. Like Limerick Park, Virginia.
It's now
A few more.
4.6 seconds.
Thanks, Brian. Contact X4. Have to be aggressive in the traffic to have any sort of chance here. But we're on P6 already. BTCC mods, I don't know. Is it any good? Because I really like the turn cars in Race Room, and I always found in Assetto Corsa they're driving on rails. So does this mod, by the way. It drives super on rails.
It's getting closer. The gap's now
But I mean, it's not
3.6.
that bad for, you know, prototype shouldn't be sliding a lot. But it's a thing in general, I think, with Assetto Corsa. All the cars drive super on rails, except a few from the vanilla content, like the, what is it called, the Yellowbird. That one is almost impossible to drive. But it's a lot of fun. And yeah, it's really awesome for offline endurance races with the soul mod and everything. Looks brilliant. And you got all these cars. Most of them are free as well, free mods. Where did I download the prototype? Check the link in the description. There's a Reddit post. Somebody made a compilation with links to all the mods, or most of them anyway. It's the mod by Rollovers. There's some rallycross action going on here. Okay. There's no room. There it is. Oi! Don't do this. Got lucky there. Okay. The sun is setting slowly. Soon time to turn on the lights here. Enable spotter.
The gap ahead is now 1.7.
Spot me. Come on, crew chief. He started to being a bit deaf lately. Spot me.
Okay, I'll spot you.
There you go. This helps quite a bit in traffic. Look at those clouds, yeah. Pretty, isn't it? I think it's gonna be clear skies just in time for nighttime, so we can see some stars. We started overcast, now we have a few scattered clouds. And it should be clear very soon, and then it's going back to overcast. It does look great, doesn't it?
Car on your left. Careful, still there. All clear on the left.
Yeah, the rain is the only part that is still missing, but I hear they are working on that. The custom shader patch guys, or guy, Ilya. I think you can already enable it, but it's not dynamic, so it doesn't really go from clear to rain. Including, you know, the drops and everything, and but once that is a thing, that's going to be fun. I am driving the wheel-in DPI, yes.
The gap in front is increasing. It's now 2.1.
That is correct, number 31. So pretty when the lights come on at night. So P5 is only 2 seconds ahead. Oh, almost ran into the guy.
Car on your left. Clear left.
Just wait until the fireworks starts. There they are. Crazy stuff. To think that this is a mod. Unbelievable. Yeah, it is super fiddly, Brian. Unfortunately. Which makes online racing a real problem. Yeah, I wish I could do this race in race room, but we don't have this content yet. Maybe at some point in the future. Keep your fingers crossed. But honestly, this is so much fun here, and it looks absolutely stunning. I'm scratching on the 60 FPS mark. And yeah, I'm not running full max settings. But even like this, it looks pretty awesome.
The gap in front has increased to 5.7 seconds.
Come on, I need more traffic.
Left side. Clear on the left side.
B6.
You switch to 1080, yeah, that's what I'm running as well. The problem in Assetto Corsa is with big grids,
Car behind is reeling you in. The gap is now 4.6 seconds.
with a lot of cars, the frames per second start going down exponentially. Oops. That was an Acura in the dirt. That's Helio Castro Neves. Let's hope he gets going again, but I kind of doubt it. That is really unfortunate. But somebody mentioned you can make retired cars get back into the race. I need to look into that. That would be very good. Thanks, Brian.
Nice one, George. This is great. Come on, keep nailing those exits. P5.
I did like half distance races and even one full distance race as a test to make sure that the AI is tuned in,
Left side.
and we're gonna have a interesting race here.
Clear left.
Sebastian Bourdais currently B4 is 4 seconds ahead. Of course, the longer the race goes on, the more spread out the cars will be, and then I will start gaining less in traffic.
On your right.
But I'm
Clear
confident
on your right. Easy
that we
car
can
on
get
your
a podium here.
Clear left.
If not a race win. It's a very long race. And it's a very long night as well. Yeah, the fireworks are insanely well done. They're a bit like over the top in terms of
On your left. All
frequency.
clear on
I
the
wish you could
You can
adjust
keep
them
this going. The gap's
so they
now
don't
2.2.
fire like every lap. There's a setting that they only fire during night. There's a setting for them only firing once you cross the finish line. And one interesting setting that says they only fire on holidays.
All right.
But I wish there was an
Right.
option where I
On
could
your right.
just
Clear right.
lower the frequency. And let's say I have fireworks every 5th lap or so.
Careful, car
Would be
on your
more
left.
realistic
Clear left.
than fireworks every lap. But I'm not complaining, it looks amazing. Let's make the AI aware that we're about to lap.
On your left. Clear left.
I can see my opponent already just in front of me. There's 2 of them actually. There's another Honda NSX. I really like that pink livery.
Left side. Hold your line. Clear on the left side.
I think the headlights could be a little bit brighter. There's probably an option somewhere. But I'm running it pretty much stuck in terms of solo settings. Or custom shader patch settings. See the guys? ahead of me. There's just one GTE car between us. You can see, of course, the relative or the positioning in the bottom left. I don't think the AI notices, no, if you flash them, but I just do it for immersion because it looks cool. See this car? It's gonna probably be here stuck for a while. There's the RSR, which unfortunately in real life the factory engagement or the factory involvement has stopped by Porsche.
The gap in front is now.
But there's
3.9.
still private teams. I think there's one RSR in the official entry list of the real race. Brad, check the description. There's a link to a Reddit post where somebody has compiled a lot of links to mods that I'm using here. And of course you need to just Google a custom shader patch and Soul mod for Assetto Corsa if you don't have those yet. That's a must-have. Okay, I'm closing the gap here with the traffic. So far it's going pretty well,
The next
and
car
man,
is
this is
Alonso.
so much fun. The AI is really doing well in the traffic, comparatively.
On your right.
Of course, a human will always be faster in overtaking. But if you dial it in so they are faster than you without traffic,
On your right.
then
Clear
you
on
can
your right.
balance it out over the distance.
Careful, car on your left. Clear left.
Good stuff, love it. I'm faster through that corner as well, even with my 70 kilograms ballast. I'm lacking top speed, of course, from my restrictor, which limits the airflow to the engine.
Easy, car on your left. You're clear left.
It's a feature that I'd like to see in race room as well, for balance of performance. Chasing AI through traffic, man, this is bloody brilliant. I mean, online racing would be even cooler, of course, a race like this. But yeah, there's so much commitment, and then you have to find 40 people who have the mod and want to do the race, and doing it offline is just much easier and almost equally as much fun. But we will do a online Daytona 2.4 in race room next week, where we'll drive the GTE and GT3 cars. Yeah, you can see I'm not reaching 320 due to my restrictor.
The gap to Alonso ahead is increasing. It's now 2.6.
Can we pass him before this chicane? Probably not. This is where it gets sketchy.
Left side. Clear left.
Oh, there it is. Got him.
All clear on the
Is
right.
he gonna come back? Let's get the outside line. Maybe I can block him into turn 1.
On your right.
Ah, he's already past me.
Easy. Hold your line. Clear on your right.
That's the new fastest lap for
Also, the
Miller,
car lights look really good.
38.48.
Car right. Still there.
And now what? Got a car on my right.
Clear right.
Ooh, that was intense.
Car on your left. Hold your
Very
line.
intense.
Clear on the left side.
So much fun, guys. Endurance racing is the best. How much? Oh, the leader is only 5 seconds ahead.
Car on your right.
The
Clear
gaps,
on your right.
they do vary a little bit. They go up and down. It's not super accurate all the time. But yeah, looks like they're all bunched up. Not too far ahead of me.
Car on your left. All clear on the left.
I think the RSR with the sound mod sounds incredible. Of course, this is the 2018 or 17 car with the rear exhaust. The one in Racer is the one with the side pipes,
The gap to Alonso
which
in front
didn't
is now
sound quite
2.2
as
seconds.
attractive or quite as good. Still sounds good though. But the 2018 car was just amazing in terms of sound. It's a very dark spot on the track here. Hey Toitoring and everybody that joined recently. Hope you're doing all well. Hope you don't mind me driving something else than race room
P5.
for a change. I don't think you do you? And there they are again. Man, the fight is on.
Car on your right.
Listen to that BMW
All
sound.
clear on the right.
The GTE car sounds amazing as
Car
well.
on your left. You're clear left.
Hey Christopher, how's it going? Good night. Let's make sure we get through the night here in Daytona without crashing. And here comes the traffic again. Can we take advantage here? There's not a lot of room.
Careful. Car on your right.
Man, GTDs are so slow in the corners.
Careful.
Car on the right.
Clear on your right.
Couldn't make my move. He was there still.
Left side. Clear left.
We go around the outside.
Careful. Car on your right.
You have to be super careful because the collisions is one thing in Assetto Corsa that I'm not a big fan of. When you touch just a little bit, it almost feels like you're magnetically attached to the car and you just can't steer anymore. It just pulls you in a direction. Not a fan of that, so let's make sure we avoid collisions with other cars as good as we can. Wow, lots of traffic here.
Car on your right. Clear on your right.
Woo, let's go!
Careful. Car on your left. Clear left. On your left.
Mamma mia,
All clear on the
don't
left.
hit me.
Well done, George.
Car on your left. Clear
Oh
on
man,
the left side.
so intense. Let's
All
get
right.
it!
Clear on your right. Car on your right.
Ooh, that was a bit risky.
Easy. Hold your line. All clear on the right.
The gap in front is now.
Wow,
All
P2.
right. Clear right.
That was one hell of a send.
Easy. Car on your left. You're
Alright,
clear left.
that was a lot of traffic.
Clear left.
So we gained a lot of time here. We're just behind the
On your
leader
right.
now.
All clear on the right.
But once we're clear of traffic, he will
You're looking really good. Come
extend
on,
the
keep
gap
focus.
again.
P2.
if he doesn't crash.
Left side. Clear left.
Yeah, that was risky. I don't think I would have done that in an online race. But I know I have to be aggressive, otherwise we won't be able to win this race. You can see once the traffic clears, the AI starts pulling away from me. You're missing the prototypes from the Grand Am series. Well, Andos basically, they were one generation before the Daytona prototype we have in race room, right?
On your right. Clear on your right.
I hope I didn't make it myself too easy here. But now we got quite a bit of free track ahead without traffic, so you can see the guys pulling away again. "20 laps down of 80.
You've just done a 141.85.
1/4 done."
Okay, George, that's good consistency.
There's
Keep it up.
Lexus standing in turn 1.
Miller is getting closer. The gap's now 2.9 seconds.
Getting pressure from behind now. 2 seconds. Fernando Alonso retired. He's gonna be back in Formula 1 this season, isn't he? Driving for Renault. That's gonna be fun to see him back on track. Yeah, it's got LMP3 cars, I've seen that, yeah. Oops, is that the leader? Yes. Oh no. Simon Pagenaud spun. Now we're leading, but we have pressure from behind. I think he's gonna overtake us soon. Maybe already into turn 1.
All right. Clear right.
Well done, George. You're looking
Wow.
really good. Come on, keep your focus. P2.
He was zooming by that
On your
GT3
left.
car.
Clear on the left side.
Thanks, Brandon. I think we still have a pretty good fight for the podium going on here.
On your right.
Just behind the
Clear on
leader,
your
and the
right.
car behind is only 5 or 6 seconds behind. He might catch up again. Yeah, not sure how fast the LMP3s are. They gotta be faster than GTE, but yeah, you're probably right, not much.
The gap to Miller ahead is increasing. It's now 1.3.
Yeah, I wish I could have like the full grid in this race with all the LMP2s and LMP3s. But I'm already at 60 FPS with 34 cars. If I have 50 cars in here, then that's probably not going to work so well. Oh, I'm going for the lead
Car
again
on your
here.
right. Hold your line. All clear on the right.
Good pass. Eyes front.
Car on your left. All clear on the left. Car on your left. Clear on the left side.
And I hope I didn't make it myself too easy. My test, I wasn't doing so well. But let's not celebrate too early, because once out of traffic they will close the gap again. Right. You can see on the map, I'm the green arrow, currently in the oval. You can see there's not a lot of traffic ahead. So they will catch up very soon again, I think.
The gap to Miller behind is now 6.0.
So far so good, yeah. A bit too good. I was hoping it would be a little bit more exciting. It was in my test. But like I said, it's far from over. You can see the gap is coming down. Maybe I'll do a pit stop just for shits and giggles. So the race
Keep it up.
stays
You're now in the lead.
entertaining. But even just cruising through the night here through traffic, it's so much fun. And it looks absolutely gorgeous. Is it the last year with GTLM? No, I don't think so, is it? I know that Porsche has stopped their program, but BMW is still there. They might stop very soon as well, because that car is getting old. Unless they come up with a new model. Corvette is pretty new.
Careful, car on your left. Clear left, car on your left. Clear
I
left.
can see P2 in my mirror. Looks like he's gonna get past these guys, hopefully quickly. It is confirmed, oh yeah? Huh. But do you mean globally? Because I knew the WEC is gonna... Wasn't it just WEC and IMSA will continue to race them?
On your left. Altitude on the left.
MP3 was 142. That's pretty much my pace. I'm going a little bit faster. Yeah, oh, it's almost same speed as GTE. That's crazy. Ah!
Car on your right. Clear
That was
right.
close.
The gap to Miller behind is now
GP3 will
2.9.
replace them. But worldwide, yeah? I thought the IMSA would continue to race them. But maybe I'm confusing that. But yeah, man, GT3 is taking over. Now even the DTM is racing GT3 cars. GT3 everywhere. And Chris Miller is still only 2 seconds behind me. Well, there's a bunch of teams who have already confirmed their entry into DTM. There's Jensen Button with a McLaren team. Then there is Albon with his Ferrari team. And I think they were talking with Phoenix Racing entering an Audi, if I'm not mistaken.
Left side.
So we will see.
Clear left.
I hope they get a decent grid in that series. I'm disappointed they don't race on the Nordschleife this season. They were sort of hinting at that possibility when they introduced
Left
the
side.
GT3 series.
Clear left.
But now the calendar says Nürburgring GP. which is a shame. Missed opportunity in my opinion. If they would have raced the Nordschleife, that would be something I would have definitely watched. Uh-oh. Oh my, there's 2 DPIs
Easy,
just
car
behind
on
me.
your left. You're clear left.
And now one is in front of me.
Careful, car on your right.
I told you this
Clear
race
on your
was
right.
not over yet.
Come on, George. Don't let him get away.
All right. Still there. They're on your right. Car right. Easy. Hold your line. All clear on the right.
Yeah, AC is not... It's not just plug and play, unfortunately. But with a little bit of experience, you can definitely get
Easy,
around
car
it
on your left.
with
All
Content
clear on the
Manager.
left. Left side.
Oh.
Clear left.
Now, by the way,
Don't retire. Poor Day. That looks like he's gonna do one of those spins where they never come back from, unfortunately. Now the race is between me and Chris Miller. I am playing Assetto Corsa. Amazing, huh?
P2.
Yeah, you can see how quickly they pull away when there's not a lot of traffic. And the traffic is gonna get thinner and thinner the longer the race continues. So even if I'm sometimes taking the lead, that doesn't really mean the race is over yet. I'm just happy that we're having a entertaining race here still. We're not even half time through the race.
The gap to Miller ahead is increasing. It's now 7.3.
He pulled away fast, didn't he? 7 seconds now. Last season in IMSA as well. GT Pro will replace it, but what is GT Pro then compared to GTM? It's just pro drivers on GT3 cars. Wow, that was a cut.
Okay, George, we've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
Sorry, Chief. Sorry, Chief. Oh shit! Don't read chat. Hitting the wall. Ah, that's a bummer. On the plus side, this new LMPDH category seems promising. But that's not the same as the hypercars, is it? Was it Toyota that just recently presented a hypercar? Is that the same thing as an LMPDH? Or HD? Whatever they called. So confusing, these sports car classes and series.
Careful, car on your right.
I am
Still
being
there.
careful.
They're on your right. On your right.
13 seconds.
Clear right.
Wow. LMDH. That's right. Stands for Le Mans and Daytona.
The gap to Miller ahead is increasing.
Something,
It's
something.
now 12 seconds.
Hybrid, I guess. But yeah, no. Sports car racing is really super fun to watch and to race. Change the camera. Why, you don't like my onboard camera? I need to start pushing now, man. Look at this gap, 20 seconds. But all it takes is one traffic jam, and I'm gonna make up a ton of time. Hi, Michael. Still a very long race. Almost a third of the race done.
Car on your left. Clear on the left side.
Okay, here comes the traffic again. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see where sports car racing is going in the future with the hypercars.
Careful, car on your left. Clear on the left side. On your left. All clear on the left.
The gap to Miller ahead is now 6.5 seconds.
I see, hybrid system. Looking forward to see the real race on Saturday. It's been a long winter without racing. But now we're really starting off with the endurance races. We just had Dubai, then Daytona this weekend, and then it's Bathurst, 12 hours.
Clear left.
Not. Oh no, that is not happening in real life this year. That's right.
V2.
They postponed that, or they cancelled that due to COVID. But I'm sure we will do a virtual Bathurst race. Yeah, if it was up to me, I would definitely try to get these cars into race room. The LMTH. Whoa.
All right. Hold your line.
Okay, I'm stuck. I'm stuck
Clear on your
in
right.
traffic.
Car on your left. Hold your line.
There's a car on my left.
Clear left.
Couldn't overtake him. Gosh, lost time in traffic.
Alright,
That's
George, just keep hitting your marks. This is looking good.
Car on your left. Still there. You're clear left.
too much traffic.
You're leading.
Can't go anywhere. I'm leading. What
On
happened?
your right.
No, what happened?
All
Chris
clear on
Miller
the right.
retired.
Miller behind is pitting now.
Why is he pitting?
On your left. Still there.
Oh no, we only got
Car on your left.
3 cars
Clear
left in our
left.
class. Man, I didn't plan for this. That has never happened in any of my offline tests. I think now we need to opt for a competition pit stop so that we can have a race here again.
Car on your right. Easy. Hold your line. Clear on your right.
How many prototypes are still in this race? Is Chris Miller still racing?
Careful, car on your left.
Or is it just
Your line.
Bourdais and myself?
Still there. Clear left. Car on your left. All clear on the left.
Definitely have to look into this rejoining after retired setting for next race. See ya, Brian. Okay, let's do a pit stop Stop and go pit stop.
Look out for the pit speed limit.
Maybe we can change tires for the fun of it. Me too, Blood Wolf, me too. Ah, look at all these cars. Retiring. That's a shame. That was never the case when I tested.
Car approaching. Watch
Well,
your
hang
ears.
on. But where is Sebastian Bourdais? Is he also in the pits? See? No. Confusing.
All right. Clear right. Careful, car on your right. Clear on your right.
70 seconds behind. But so was he before my stop. That's very confusing. Yes, this is AC1 with the Soul
Left
mod
side.
and custom shader pack.
Clear left. Car on your right. Clear right.
Maybe we'll need to do another pit stop. The track is looking pretty good, to be honest. Maybe not quite as good as in race room, but it's looking really good regardless. And with the day and night transition and all the cool cars that you can download, it's a lot of fun. Not gonna lie.
Clear on your right.
Okay, I'm gonna pit again and let Bourdais pass me.
Car right. All clear on the right. Car on
There's
your right.
no like
Clear right.
pit speed limit in Assetto Corsa.
Watch your speed.
You can just speed into the pits and it brakes automatically for you. The names you see, they are just AI names. I'm confused by the timing. Sebastian Bourdais on P2, 90 seconds behind. Let's see if he closes this gap, or what's going on here. It is AI, yes. I have a feeling all the prototypes are out. But why is this timer? Okay, it's counting down. Let's see what happens when it reaches 0. If we can find him on track. Cool, yeah. I haven't tried rFactor 2 for endurance racing
Your
offline.
exit is clear. Watch the white line.
So, let's see if we find him. Oops, cross the white line. That's a drive-through. Time for a real-life toilet break, yeah. Can you believe some guys are doing 24-hour races just by themselves? How crazy do you have to be?
On your right. Clear on your right.
Like, after 3 hours of intense multiplayer racing, I'm toast. I don't think I could do it for 24 hours. Of course, if you do 24 hours, you take it a little bit more easy. Try and stay more relaxed. Don't push as
The
hard.
car in front has increased. It's now about 3.4.
Yeah, I don't know how people do that. I mean, you gotta eat and go to the toilet. Not to mention sleep. And also sitting 24 hours in a sim rig and driving, it's exhausting, man. Okay, we still got one opponent left. Come on, Sebastian Bourdais. Don't disappoint me. You can finish this race. I'm a little bit bummed because in all my offline tests I didn't see as many retirements. And I really don't want to restart the race just because of that. So let's cross our fingers that Sebastian stays in the race. Almost half time, 7 laps to go.
All right, clear on your right.
I'll see what I can come up with for the Sebring race after the Daytona one. Hopefully we can figure out something where we don't get so many retirements. If you have any suggestions and links and stuff that would add to this, you're very welcome to hook me up on my Discord. Link to my Discord is in the description if you want to join. But so far we're still going, we're still racing. Sebastian Bourdais. I only need one opponent to finish.
That lap was at 141.88. That's good consistency, keep it up.
Hey Billy, what's up, man? It's that time of the year again where I race in Assetto Corsa on Daytona. It's almost a tradition already here. And Sebring could be the next round. Maybe I even keep track of the results and we'll do a championship. That sounds like fun to me. If I can keep my motivation up to keep driving.
Careful, car on your right. Still there, all clear on the right.
But yeah, this
all clear on the right.
This IMSA mod has come a long way. I mean, this Cadillac, it's driving quite nicely actually, and it's looking really good as well. The Acura looks nice too. The Mazda isn't so nice. And we don't have a C8 in GTE yet, or GTLM. Although there is a mod, I believe. But it's payware and I didn't bother checking it out.
All right.
Don't know if it's worth it. And to be honest, I'm racing in this DPI class, so I'm not too concerned about my opponents. As long as it's like a semi-authentic grid, which it is.
The gap in front is now 9.8.
Left side. Clear
Yeah.
left.
Looking forward to the real Daytona race and then
On your right. Clear on
Sebring
your right.
after that. Not a big fan from a driving perspective of Sebring. It's too flat for my taste, even though Daytona is pretty flat too. But, you know, doing an offline endurance race with day to night transition and all that stuff, it's always fun. I don't know how good the Sebring version in Assetto Corsa is, the mod version. There's also a few different ones, but I think the race department version is the most popular or the most up-to-date one.
Easy, car on your left. Hold your line.
Couldn't overtake left
Careful,
because there was
still
another
there.
GTD.
Clear on the left side.
It would be a good opportunity to
Left side.
check out R-Factor 2, to be honest,
Careful, still
the
there.
Sebring race.
You're clear left.
But I would be completely new to R-Factor 2 and all the mods, and from what I gather, it's a bit of a pain in the ass to set everything up. And is there a DPI in R-Factor 2? I'm not sure about that. There's certainly other prototypes. But to be honest, Assetto Corsa with Soul is looking too good to not use it for this kind of stuff.
On your left.
That was
Clear
brave.
left.
See, that was a weird collision again. I got a car on my left and it sort of pulled me to the left. Yeah, it's these weird magnetic collisions, man.
Car on
How's
your
the
right.
gap? 10
Clear
seconds.
right.
10 seconds to the leader. It was 20 at some point, wasn't it? So we're catching again.
The gap in front has increased to 10 seconds.
Let's cross our fingers that Sebastian will finish this race. Speaking of Sebastian, saw some photographs of Sebastian Vettel today in the Aston Martin test
Car on
day.
your left.
Seems to have a new
Car on
haircut.
your left. All clear on the left.
People making fun of his hair loss. And Ferrari being the reason for that. It's quite funny. It's quite the look he's rocking at the moment, Sebastian. Don't know if you have seen the photos. Okay, let's go for the inside here.
On your right. Clear on your right.
Gap is still at 10, yeah, 9 seconds coming down.
On your right.
Awesome.
Clear on your right. On your right. Clear right.
It's a very starry night. I set the Soul mod to Intense Night. You have different options
on your
for
right.
darkness at night.
All clear on the right.
I think it looks awesome seeing all the
Car
stars.
on your right. All clear on the right.
Maybe not super realistic. I was kind of hoping to be a little bit more overcast during the night. The weather should change every 30 minutes from clear to overcast. Must be preparing for a career as a sim racer. I think Vettel is one of those guys who's not really into sim racing. Maybe he's just starting to get into it. He was in a race recently somewhere, wasn't he? Don't remember exactly. Crazy to think that Sebastian is one of the older folks in Formula 1 now. I still remember him when he was
Ahead
racing
now, 14 seconds.
Formula BMW. Man, he was like 13 years old. And now he's the old timer in F1. Crazy how time flies.
B2.
Then again, I was probably watching Formula 1 before Max Verstappen was born. How long was Jos Verstappen still racing? Anybody knows that? Is it into the 90s? Must be. I believe I remember him racing. Man, I'm old. Yeah. I also remember seeing Hamilton in GP2.
Still there. Clear left.
'96, so yeah. Pretty sure I saw him racing. Jos the boss. Man, at some point I thought I'd won this race already, but now it's like 16 seconds gap. But we're just about to complete half time, half of the race. So a lot of things can still happen. Hopefully he's not gonna retire, because then I'll be alone in my class. Which HUD do you refer to? There's the dash in the middle of the bottom screen, which is the SimHub
Hold your line.
dashboard.
Left.
SimHub is a third-party software for dashboards and all sorts of overlays. And then the one on the bottom left,
The gap ahead is now 17
I think it's
seconds.
called Global Standing or
Alright.
Class Standing app.
Easy. Hold your line. Clear
There's
on your right.
different versions of that app, or that comes with the app. There's one where you can only show your own class, and then there's one that shows all the classes. But unfortunately, only my own class didn't work, because then you have to edit some XML file somewhere to define what cars are in your class, and then I tried that, and that didn't work. Just Assetto Corsa things. And then there's the map display app in the middle of those. "20 seconds. Man, I need more traffic so I can gain time here."
Car on your left. You're clear left. Careful. Car on your right. Clear on your right.
We did do 2 pit stops though, to balance the field. All the testing, and then once I go live, of course, everything goes wrong for my opponents, and they all start retiring. Definitely need to find that option that makes those cars rejoin the race, but even if they do, they will be far behind, I guess. So half time. We started the race at 3 in the afternoon, in-game time, not real-world time, and we should end it at 3 in the afternoon.
Left side. Clear on the left side. On your left. You're clear left.
It would be so cool if you could do multiplayer with AI. I'd love to get a bunch of friends in DPI class and then add the traffic as AI cars. That would be awesome.
Okay, George, you're in the sky in. The gap's now 4.6 seconds.
Yeah, It's typical, isn't it? When you go live, things don't go to plan, but
Left side.
we still got one car in the race, and the gap has come down to 5 seconds, so the race is still on for sure.
Car on your left. Hold your line.
Close call.
Still there.
Awesome BMW sound. It's a bit loud.
Clear left.
It's like louder than my own car. But I'm not complaining, it does sound awesome. I don't think this will be a first gear corner in real life in this car. But you know, with my restrictor and my ballast,
Careful, car on your left. Clear on the left side.
I have to take these corners in first gear. I'll probably get second or... yeah, probably second gear in real life. I'm also running default setup. I haven't changed anything on the car. Thanks, Manos. Still 5 second gap. So yeah. Fortunately we had to do a pit stop to keep the race interesting, but we can't just pretend we had a technical issue.
Easy, car on your left.
I
Clear
wish I
left.
could do
Left
pit
side.
stops, like real pit stops
Clear
due
left.
for fuel and tires.
All right. Clear right.
But then the AI becomes completely unpredictable what they are doing with their strategy.
The gap in front has increased. It's now about 7.8.
Pretend mechanical problems. Indeed. Oopsie, understeer. Now listen to the Corvette when I pass it. It's also amazing, the sound. Also a bit loud.
Car on your left. Easy. Hold your line.
But it
Clear
does sound
left.
amazing,
Car
doesn't
on
it?
your left. Clear on the left side.
Those are sound mods, by the way. I believe by a person called AC Fan. He did a bunch of GTE or GT sound mods. They're all beautiful.
Left side. Clear left.
So far, Baudet seems to be running consistently. Of course, the gap is going up and down due to traffic. Hopefully, at the end, we'll be able to oopsie, overtake him. There was a slight lag or freeze. Let's see how long the night is here in Daytona. I've set it up to be on the correct date of the year. I don't know how that influences the day and night cycle. I'm pretty sure it does in a somewhat accurate manner. Although, I don't know.
Car on your right.
How long are the nights in January in Florida? Are they shorter than usual or longer? I'm getting confused with northern and southern hemisphere, but it's northern hemisphere, so
The gap in front
they
is
should
now
be
8.8.
longer than summer. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Car right. All clear on the right.
Earth is
Careful,
flat
car
anyway,
on your right.
isn't it?
On your right. Clear on your right.
shame that I don't have an app that tells me what the in-game time of day is. I don't think I've ever seen such an app. There probably is one though. AC Fan is working on MS2, interesting. You mean as a part of the studio or as a modder? Are there even mods for MS2? Yeah, Soul probably has one, but probably not a nice looking one that I would want to have on screen for the stream at all times. Hired by Risa. Well deserved, I guess. Because those mods, they are brilliant indeed. But we all know that the best audio engineer is still working for Sector 3 Studios.
Clear on your right.
He recently turned 50 years. We made him a video. Don't know if you saw it on the racing channel.
The gap in front is now 10 seconds.
Still struggling to close the gap to Bourdais, which is good for the race. Still quite a long way to go, just past halftime. So if we started at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, that means now it's like just after 3 in the morning. I think it gets bright. Sun starts rising around 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock.
Car on your left.
So not too
Clear left.
long from now. Although I love racing in the night. It looks so pretty. And I don't know what the weather is doing. It should transition from clear to overcast. We started in overcast, now it's clear. Hopefully we should get back to overcast. Oops. Didn't plan that very well.
Easy, car on your left. Clear left.
The gap in front has increased. It's now about 14.
It's gonna be amazing as soon as they add working rain into this dynamic weather thing. And hopefully somehow integrate physics into that. So it's not just a visual thing. But I believe they're working on that. When I say they, I mean this shader patch guy. Yeah, that gap is hovering around the 10 second mark.
All right. Clear
I
on
flashed
your
him.
right.
He didn't see me though. The dash in the center of the screen, that's a third-party app called SimHub.
Clear on your right.
You can download all kinds of dashboards for SimHub, and then you run that as a third-party software in the background. And then we got the map display app, and we got a sub-standing or is it global standing app. Maybe I'll post some links on my Discord after the race. If you're interested, you can just join my Discord.
Careful, car on your left.
Link
Clear
in
on the left
description.
side.
Yeah, that gap is very consistent. Interesting. I think the traffic has thinned out enough so they don't lose so much time anymore in traffic. But I'm still confident that we can close the gap and overtake for the lead. Still a very long race.
On your left. Hold your line. 3 wide.
Oh, scary.
On your right.
That
Clear
wasn't
all
very
around.
smart.
The gap
I had nowhere to go.
increased to 18 seconds.
Car right. All clear on the right.
If you go to racedepartment.com and go into the download section, you can find a ton of apps for Assetto Corsa. You can find a lot of dashboards that are add-ons for the SimHub app.
Car on your left. Clear left.
Don't remember the name exactly of this one. I am using a Thrustmaster TS-PC Racer wheel, if that's what you mean. Thrustmaster TS-PC Racer. With the Formula wheel
Car right.
rim that it comes with.
Clear right.
I've got somebody sent me this LED RPM bar attachment add-on, but unfortunately the battery died. I did some testing and gave him some feedback, and it was actually quite looking good, but he sent me like a prototype test product, so it had a faulty battery or something, or a switch or something, so I can't really use it anymore. I should probably detach it. Or buy a working one.
Car on your right. All clear on the right. Left side. Clear left.
Man, that gap is all over the place. The timing isn't so accurate. But yeah, it's gonna be around 15 seconds then, I guess.
Easy. Car on your left. Clear left. Car on your left.
Can't lose any time in traffic here.
Car on your left. Clear left.
Move!
Car on your right. Clear right.
The gap in front is now 16 seconds.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to do more of these races. I'm just having too much fun here. Sebring, Road Atlanta, those are the big, long endurance races in IMSA.
Left side. Clear on the left side.
But there's also the regular distance races in Road America, Mid-Ohio, Laguna Seca, Long Beach, although I'm not super into Long Beach. I don't know that track at all. And I'm also not super fond of street circuits, gotta say. But it could be an interesting one.
Careful. Car on your right. Clear on your right.
But next is definitely an online race in Race Room. That will also be a Daytona 2.4 race. But then we'll race GT cars and it's gonna be online. That should be interesting, and it's a ranked race as well, so I need to probably do a little bit of practice.
on your right. Clear on your right.
Yeah, doesn't the GPU struggle in every game in
On your
VR?
left. All clear on the left.
The gap in front
I haven't
of you
even tried
is now
using it
19
in
seconds.
Assetto Corsa. I have an HP Reverb G2 here, but I'm also only using it for flight sims. But my 1080, man, my 1080 card is struggling really hard with that resolution in that sim. I would buy a new graphics card, but they're out of stock everywhere. But even with a 3090 card, you're gonna get into problems in VR as it is now. Gonna be another generation or two before we can have a Reverb G2 resolution at a decent frame rate.
Careful, car on your left. Still there. All clear on the left.
At least in high demanding sims like
Car on your right. Clear right. On your right.
all the racing
Clear on
sims
your
and
right.
also the flight sims. I can barely make it to 30 frames per second at half resolution with my 1080 card in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Forget about 90 frames per second, that would be the native refresh rate. Luckily there is motion reprojection and all that stuff. Damn, seem to be losing time to Bourdais.
Car on your left. You're clear left.
I don't know about UE4. It has its pro and its cons, right? Like everything in life. I think overall ACC is not doing so bad. Personally, I don't like it so much because I always feel like I'm detached from what the car is doing with the input lag, or even if it got better compared to the early access days. But it just doesn't have the same feel like AC1 and the other sims. It looks great though. If you can run it at a decent resolution, that is. But AC with Soul also looks great. And I'm starting to see a little bit of daylight. It's getting brighter. 20-second gap. Come on, let's keep pushing. I don't see how a dive drive wheel gets rid of input lag. Maybe the force feedback is better, yeah, but it will still feel a bit detached from the physics. I haven't driven ACC in a very long time, so I don't want to comment too much about it. I'm sure they have improved it.
Left side. Clear on the left side.
But I always had the feeling like either the physics engine wasn't running at a high enough refresh rate or something. Oh, look at this beautiful lighting. But nonetheless, you know, porting over the Assetto Corsa physics engine into Unreal, it's an achievement in and of itself. So I have nothing but respect For all racing sim developers. Don't wanna talk smack about anyone. Even though if I'm race room biased, obviously. It does look great, doesn't it? I mean, the sky almost looks better in AC Sol compared to ACC. And it keeps getting better all the time. I've seen some footage of the rain,
The gap ahead is now 80
and it's
seconds.
ridiculous. It looks ridiculous. The raindrops are actual physical objects in the world, in the environment. So if you pause the game, you can turn around the raindrops and it looks absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. I hope the performance will be alright once they come out with this.
Alright, George, your lap times are pretty consistent.
But yeah. I would like to get a new system with a new graphics card, new CPU. Even though the current CPUs, they don't seem to be much better than what I'm running here. With my i7 7700K overclocked to 5 GHz. So I don't really know if it's even worth upgrading. I would probably get a 3080 now. Keep that one for another 2 years or so. And then hope that the CPU developers reach a breakthrough. I am racing alone, yes, but it's not a full 24-hour race. It's only 2.4 and it's offline as well. But I'm trying to hunt down Sebastian Bourdais, and the gap is, yeah, it's somewhere between 10 and 15 seconds. That was quite the cut. I need to get closer. Hello, Toad.
You've just done a 141.
I did overclock my CPU from 4.2, or was it 4.3? To 5 GHz, and that made quite a bit of a difference in the racing sims. But yeah, even with that, here in tough spots like here, where there's a lot of traffic, I'm having like 55 frames per second.
All right. All clear on the right.
But it's totally drivable, and it looks insane.
Easy, car on your left.
Too much traffic.
Hold your line. You're clear left.
Fucking collision, man. Makes no sense.
Car on your right. Hold your line. In the middle. All clear on the right.
I'm losing time in traffic.
Careful, car on
Can't
your
do
left.
that.
They're all around.
So, 50 laps in. I think it should be, yeah, around 7-8 o'clock in game. Yeah, Georg versus Bourdais. It should go full overcast, I believe, in the next 15 minutes or so. Yeah, that is one of the cons of AC and ACC. Collisions are just weird. And yeah, it leads to very frustrating moments in online racing.
Careful, car on your right. Clear on your right.
But look at this view. The sky, the clouds, the sun coming up. By the way, I'm using the natural graphics
All right.
post-processing filter,
Clear right.
which is also a separate download. And it looks very, yeah, natural, as the name suggests. Plus, it is a little bit more lighter on performance compared to the default Soul post-processing.
Right. Careful,
So,
still there. Careful, still
double
there.
win.
Car on your right. Clear on your right.
Oh, oh, oh,
On your right.
oh, oh. Oof!
Hold your
Ah!
right. 3 wide in the middle.
Shit.
Car right.
That was a bad
Clear
idea.
right.
Goes quicker when it's on its wheels, mate.
Oh, no shit, crew chief. Hilarious.
We'll be warned about track limits.
Damn. I think the car is still alright. I have, I believe, 30% damage on. Shite. 20 seconds. I lost quite a bit there, didn't I? That wasn't a great idea. Oh. How many more laps? 23 laps? .30-second gap. Is it doable? Now I think we're gonna struggle here to win this race.
Car on your left. Clear left. Left side. Clear left. Car on your left. Clear on the left side.
Maybe we'll do a competition cut. Long-time viewers will know what that means. Can cut the bus-stop chicane, try to close the gap, but not going to do that quite yet. Might still be manageable.
Car on your left.
Oh
Clear
my
left.
gosh. Quick with the burn, yeah. I never heard him say that before. Maybe because I haven't rolled any cars in race room yet. Or not recently, at least. How was the gap before I did that? It must have been down like to less than 10 seconds. Because look at the gap now. But it's going up and down so weirdly. It's hard to say how... Oh, that's him! Oh no, Bourdais. F's in the chat, please. F in the chat for Sebastian Bourdais. Is he out? Don't tell me he's retiring. That sucks, man. Why they just don't continue? I don't get it. Or is he driving again?
This is terrific. Exactly what we came here for. You're in the lead.
I guess we'll see when we pass. I don't think he's driving. Oh man. We had, what, 8 opponents in DPI and they all retired? Are you kidding me? It was fine when I did the full race distance test,
Car on your right. All
and
clear
it was
on the
fine.
right.
A few of them retired, sure, but not all of them.
Still there. Easy. Hold your line. Clear on your right.
Wow. At least we had a race for like 55 laps out of 80. Bummer, man. Yeah, another twist. Plot twist. Maybe I can bump him back on track. Probably not gonna work. Yo, buddy. What are you doing, mate? Track is that way. Come on, go. Go. Oh, stalled it. Assetto Corsa AI, man. Go!
Easy, car on your left. You're clear left.
Just go. Suddenly lights on and off again. He's not gonna go again, is he? Well, got 20 laps to go. Let's put it in cruise mode and enjoy the views, the sights and sounds of Daytona. And it's a bit of a bummer. I was hoping for a really intense race against the AI, and I did so much testing to make that happen. But I was a bit unlucky, unfortunately. Maybe the AI file wasn't optimal in the bus stop. I knew they were going wide there a lot of times, especially in traffic, of course, when they're trying to overtake. Could have made my own AI file, but I thought it was decent enough. But apparently not.
Careful, car on your left. Clear left.
All the GT3s are still running though. Most of them at least. Also love how the overcast conditions change the lighting. Soft shadows.
Car on your
Looks
left.
great.
Clear on the left side. Left side. You're clear left.
Yeah, I think I've used your AI file for the other Daytona track, but this is it's a different version of the track. It's the reboot version of the Daytona track, which looks better than the other one, so I chose that one. And I thought the AI was not that bad actually, but I guess it only takes one corner that is a bit flawed to take out all the prototypes, man.
Car on your left. Clear left.
Nonetheless, it's still fun. Still fun racing in the traffic here. And probably still gonna do a race at Sebring next.
On your left. Clear left.
I always say that at the beginning of each year, I'm super motivated to do this kind of stuff. Keep doing it for all the major races. But every year the motivation fades away. But maybe not this year. Yeah. Let's see what we can do for Sebring.
Left side. All clear on the left.
Maybe I should have stayed in GT cars. It's safer, apparently. The thing is, it takes so much effort to prepare to get a decent experience out of such an offline race that I do so many tests that once I'm ready to stream a race, I'm basically over it already, and I'm not motivated anymore. I moved on to other things. So I was thinking maybe I should just stream my tests, you know. It might not be as polished of a experience,
Clear on the left side.
even though today's race wasn't exactly the way I planned it for. But maybe that at least would result in a live stream.
On your left. Clear left.
Exactly, Billy. I was thinking maybe I could use my Twitch for, you know, like more casual streams, and YouTube for the big races.
On your right. Clear on your right.
I haven't been on Twitch in forever.
Left side. Clear left.
How's it going for you on Twitch, by the way, Billy? I rarely open that app, not gonna lie. I'm too old for Twitch. Burnt yourself out. Lucky us, we're not doing streaming as our main job. Or are you? I don't think you are, aren't you? Couldn't imagine. I mean, it would be fun being a full-time streamer,
You're in the lead.
but having to stream every day, I don't think I have the personality for that. My moods swing too much for being able to stream every day. Not for a job, no, exactly.
Easy. Car on your
Almost
left.
hit that
All
guy.
clear on the left.
Lap times are pretty consistent.
Well, you're consistently you, aren't you? So I think people would watch you no matter what you do. But if you refer to being inconsistent in terms of being motivated to stream, yeah, then I can understand you. Because I'm the same. That's right, Blood Wolf. I didn't plan for this, that all my 8 opponents, or 7, or however many it was, that they all retired.
Careful. Car on your right. All clear on
So
the
that's
right.
gonna be an easy win. I could have ended the race, but I really wanna finish it
All right.
2.4.
Clear on your right.
Crew chief with the big win? What did he say? I missed it. Oh, you're leading. Yeah. Let's see if the weather changes one more time to back to clear weather.
On your right.
I think it will.
Clear on your right.
Let's see how that looks.
Left side. Clear on the left side.
Racing offline though, somehow it's
Clear
much
right,
more
on your
relaxing
right.
than racing online. I mean,
Hold
not
your
a
line.
surprise
All clear
really,
on the right.
but I'm super relaxed, like really cruising here. Not only now that all my opponents are out, but even before that. It's no comparison to the pressure of racing online and racing against very competitive people.
Car on your left. Clear left. Car on your left. Clear on the left side.
I really do enjoy racing the AI from time to time.
Left side. All clear on the left.
That is true. It is also very rewarding though, if you do well in online. And I mean, the racing is better against human drivers in most cases, unless you're driving on a rookie server, in which case it's not. Yeah, I'm super hyped about the race as well. Can't wait. I don't know how much of it I'll watch. Definitely watch the start phase. Then probably have to... I'll probably keep it on in the background all day. But I don't think I'll be part of Team No Sleep, watching the entire thing. I think I've did that once or twice in the past. Not with Daytona, but with other 24-hour races. Yeah, I totally get that, Ian. Or Ian. That's the thing about sim racing. You can do it in so many different ways, right? You can just enjoy racing the AI and never even touch multiplayer, or you can race super competitively online. Some people even just drive the car without any opponents, just for the sake of experiencing the car, right? But I'm definitely leaning more towards the racing spectrum versus the just driving spectrum. At the moment I'm really enjoying the race from ranked servers. There's always a server to race on
your left.
And it's really good racing
Left
usually.
side.
But
Clear
I'm also
left.
very much into recreating the real-life motorsport events that I follow. And Daytona 24, always one of the first big races of the year. So I'm super stoked because there was no racing all winter and it's finally starting again. And that's where I usually get super hyped about the race. And that's when
Easy. Car
every
on your
year
left. Clear left.
I need
Car right.
to get my fix in Assetto
Clear
Corsa.
on your right.
Multi-class racing is a lot of fun,
Car on your left.
especially if
Clear
you're in a
left.
faster car.
Car on your left. Clear on the left side.
But I do like the long races. Like 2.4 hours is quite long for like an offline race. Look at all the cars in the pit lane, man. Definitely need to find that option somebody mentioned, that you can make them rejoin the race. And then I can just do a pit stop as well and we'll be back fighting on track. Let's make sure I figure that out for the Sebring race.
On your right. Clear right.
Yeah, it is a lot of time spent downloading cars, downloading liveries, then tweaking the AI. Definitely not something I would want to do every weekend. (1970) Trans Am. Sounds nice. Yeah, lots of cars going into retirement. Shame to hear about the GTLM class going into retirement as well. Maybe we can add one more car to race from before that happens.
Car on your right. Airfield still there. Clear on your right. Car on your left. All clear on the left. Careful, car on your left. You're clear left. On your right. All clear on the right.
I would love, I said this already earlier, but I would love to do an online race and fill the grid up with AI cars. So that you can only have a couple of friends, you're all racing, let's say, DPIs, and you fill up the rest of the grid with GT cars. That'd be so amazing. There's a sim who does that, right? Is it possible in, was it Project Cars, or don't remember. Maybe it might be possible in R52 as well.
Pay attention to track limits, please, George.
What would be another fun multi-class race I could do outside of IMSA? There's always all the other modern endurance races, of course, endurance series, WEC. But WEC, there's not a whole lot of cars left in that series, are there? And then there is, of course, Asian Le Mans, European Le Mans. Don't think I would find all the GT skins for those series though. WC, probably. I think I even have a grid made for WC. Could always do historic stuff, of course. Early 2000s. Man, if you can find me a complete mod package that includes those, I would appreciate that. Then I might look into it. But hunting down all the cars and liveries and then getting everything back together.
Careful, car on your left. Clear left.
Maybe if I'm super bored one day, I'll do that. Group C and GT1. I don't think GT1. Well, I don't know what was the GT class called back then. Probably was just called GT, wasn't it? In the 80s. Or was it the GT1? What kind of GT cars was there at Le Mans in those days? When I think of 80s Le Mans, I only see prototypes. I don't see any GT cars.
Left side. All clear on the left. Car right, clear on your right. Easy, car on your left. Clear on the left side, on your left. You're clear left. Car right. Still there. Clear right.
Oh yeah, RSS, that's an awesome mod. VRC, I don't know if I heard about that one. Oh yeah, early 2000s ALMS. But where do the prototypes come from? Is that VRC or? That would be LMP 900 and LMP 650 cars, right? That sounds pretty awesome actually. The open cockpit, Audi R8, R8, R18. Was it R18? VRC prototypes, interesting. I'll put a mental note on that one. But honestly, I think I'll definitely do the Sebring race and then let's see if I'm still motivated.
Left side, clear left.
Alright, we got 9 laps left. Man, such a bummer about the retirements here. My test races were amazing. So was the first half of this, though, I gotta say. Unfortunately, it was too late to restart the race. Group 5, yeah, in the 70s, yeah. But 80s? Late 70s, early 80s, I guess so, yeah. That could be something. But then I have to age shift. Oh! I'm too old to age shift for longer than 15 minutes.
Careful, car on your right. They're on your right.
Well, old IMSA is
Car on your
basically
right.
Group C, isn't it?
Clear on your right.
GTO. Then we can do it in race room. But race room has no day to night. Maybe GTR 3 will have it in the future. Well, it will definitely have it. If it comes out eventually.
Car on your left. Clear on the left side.
I'm sure it will come out. Just question when.
Car on your left. Clear left.
I don't think I would consider Project Cars 2 for any kind of racing. looks great. It has great cars.
Left side.
The AI
All clear
probably
on the
not
left.
too great, and the handling either. If Assetto Corsa didn't have Sol mod, I might consider project cars. I did an offline on
your
endurance race once in
Clear
project
right.
cars too.
On your right. Clear on your right.
I think it was ended by some kind of bug where the race was... I don't remember exactly. Did a few online races too in project cars. They also were ended by some kind of bug. Seven laps to go. Cheers everyone who hasn't tuned out yet. I know it's not the most exciting race. Unfortunately, with the AI retiring. But we had a few exciting minutes, 40 minutes or so in the beginning.
Car right. All clear on the right.
How is Project Cars 3? Is that out yet or... Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? Nobody really talking about that game so much, do they?
All right. You're on your right. Car on your right.
Oh,
Clear
not
on your right.
that
Left
fucking
side.
collision
Clear
again.
left.
Ouch. You see what I mean? Slightest touch and it... I mean, sometimes it can happen when you just hit the wrong angle at the wrong time, but every time you just touch a car, it seems to send you straight off.
Car on your left. Clear on the left side.
Yeah. It's a lot of fiddling with Assetto Corsa, but sometimes it's worth it. But life is too short.
Car on your left. Car on your left. Clear left.
And soon it will be summer again. And I'll be out on my e-bike. But the racing will always continue here.
On your right. All clear on the right.
I get angry at Assetto Corsa only when I collide with other cars. If it wasn't for that, it's really nice experience. And I get angry at AI retiring for no reason. But yeah, it's with every sim. The deeper you dig, the more flaws you find. Some sims more than others. Hey Mike, how you doing, man? I'm doing good, how are you? Hope to see you on track again soon in race room. Big race coming up next week, Wednesday, Daytona 2.4. Would be a good time to
Careful, car on your right.
get in the car.
Still there, car on your right.
I'm thinking
Clear
of
right.
driving the GTE class, the RSR.
Car on your right. Clear on your right.
Yeah, it does, Blood Wolf. Some of the competitors have caught up a little bit, for sure though. ACC has some really nice sounds. But there's no V12 Formula 1 car in ACC, so a GT car will always just sound like a GT car. And Racing has some really awesome cars that really shine in the sound department. Well,
Careful.
we will still have to lap cars in the GTE car. I hope ACC didn't ruin your driving style then, Mike. Where are you racing at? Are you at the Open Visor race club? I think that's where I saw you race, right?
Careful, car on the left. Hold your line. All clear on the left.
Yeah, if you're a slow GTE driver, then you might be struggling with some fast GT3 drivers.
Car right.
Damn, that Corvette is so loud.
Hold your line.
Can't hear my own car.
Hold your line. Clear on your right. Car on your right. All clear on the right. Easy, car on your left. Hold your line. Careful, still there. You're clear left.
3 laps to go. 2 laps.
On your left. Clear left.
It didn't really clear up again, did it?
Left
Only got
side.
more overcast.
Clear left.
Looks good though. This kind of weather. Yeah. You know, we had a vote to vote for the classes to be raced in the 2.4 in race room. GTE and GT3 versus Daytona prototype and GTR2, which would also have been fun. A lot of people say they would have preferred that, but the majority has decided GTE. We got around 600 votes in that poll. I don't think we'll see 600 drivers in the race, but if we see 200, that's already insane. I think we'll have 6 servers already. Better, more, maybe better having too much than too. I can't speak anymore. Better more service than less service. Democracy is rigged, yeah.
Come on, George. 2 laps left.
Stop
You'll
the
be
steal. Is this the last lap, or do we do one more after this? Your PC died. Oh man, that sucks to hear. But now you have an excuse to get a better one, get a upgrade. If you can get one, you can get a graphics card. I would totally buy a new graphics card if they were not out of stock everywhere. Actually, I'm waiting for a 3080 Ti, if that's a thing. Like a 3080 with more VRAM. Could do a 3090 too. But I don't think the price doesn't really justify the little performance gain that you have. Although, I don't know, Microsoft Flight Simulator is a bitch, man. You need a crazy system to run that, especially in VR. Just buy some GameSpot stocks. I hear they're going up these days. So is this the last lap, or?
Come on, Georg.
Now we're on the last lap.
Together, we'll win this.
We'll win it, crew chief, against nobody. Well, gotta say thanks to everybody who kept watching the stream even after the race was over, basically. So thanks for keeping me company.
Clear on the left side. Car on your left. Clear left.
Hope you still got something out of the stream.
Keep it between the white lines.
You saw Assetto Corsa Soul Mod in action. You saw that it looks really, really good. You saw that the AI is a bit dodgy with the retirements, but it's very track dependent, I guess. And I thought I did enough testing to make sure we're gonna have a good race here. But yeah, we did for a long time, until we didn't.
Clear right. On your left.
Toyota's the win.
All clear on the left.
Who was racing at Le Mans in
Careful, car on your
LMP
right. All clear on the right.
this year? It's only Rebellion, and is Toyota still in there? Man, these endurance series, they are going through some big changes at the moment, which makes it hard to license anything for a racing game. Because if you license something now, it might be out of date. Probably will be out of date next year already. But there it is, 2.4 hours completed.
Well done, that was absolutely perfect. Great win.
Awesome. Well, well, well. That was fun, guys. Oh shit. It's even louder outside. I think I need to reduce the volume a bit here. There you have it, guys. I had fun. And definitely not going to be the last race I plan for this kind of experience. We'll see what the future brings. I think Sebring, I might still have the motivation. You know, I'm really thinking about just putting less effort in preparing and just do the test live, you know. Do the races live. But then again, you know, you want to do an endurance race that is at least 2 hours, right? Otherwise, it's not really an endurance race. and to discover that the AI is not where it needs to be 10 laps in doesn't really make sense to continue. Then I'd rather tweak the AI and start over. But if you do that 100 times, then you're over it. I'm definitely going to do more on RaceRoom as well, yeah. Wednesday next week, Daytona 2.4 online race with the GT cars. That is going to be fun. Hopefully we'll do alright with the GTE car. Hope I can get a good setup, because that is definitely needed. And maybe before Wednesday, I might check out some of the daily races in RaceRoom. The new schedule went up today. Got some fun new combos. That could be fun as well. I wasn't sure if I should do that today, but then I thought I need to do this race before I'm over it. So that happened. Maybe on the weekend I'll do some RaceRoom. I'll see if I'm not too tired, or if I'm motivated. Peugeot is building a hyperclass. Yeah. A lot of manufacturers are talking about it. There's... Oh, the Toyota, I'm still confused about that. Is it an LMDH or a hypercar? Or is that the same thing? I think it's like a transition car, right? It's not like a full hypercar yet. Then there's Porsche, obviously. And I think Audi is returning to Le Mans as well. So definitely sounds interesting. Would love to see a Ferrari hypercar. That'd be amazing. But they need to put all their money into getting back into winning territory in F1. Let's see what happens in F1 this season and in the future. Looking forward to the big rule change in 2022. That's gonna mix up things a little bit. Porsche, Audi, Toyota, Glickenhaus. Isn't that like more a wishful thinking of him? Collis, they just announced that they will retire from LMP1, right? Acura. Well, it sounds interesting for sure. Well, when is that starting though? 2024, right? The Toyota is a hypercar, okay. Well, what's the difference then between an LMDH and a hypercar? Glick's almost done. Cool stuff. Yeah, just in time for GTR 3 when GTR 3 comes out, right guys? Let's get those cars in there. That'd be amazing. Yeah, LMDH is based on LMP2 chassis, so... But then that car is gonna be obsolete, right? Once the hypercars are out. Or is hypercar only racing in WEC and Le Mans and not in IMSA? They're gonna get bopped. Okay, cool. Wow. I'm looking forward to see that in action. And also looking forward to see this weekend's race. And do some more online racing. Ah, interesting. But if they're going to be bopped, then why not just have one class instead of two different ones? But I guess they do that so the investment in the LMDH is worth the investment. Because otherwise, why would you build a car like that now? If it's going to be obsolete, right? Cool stuff, guys. Again, thanks everybody for sticking around. I almost want to restart the race, see if I can get another opponent to finish. But no, we'll do Sebring next, and we'll see what comes after that. Probably Laguna Seca or Mid-Ohio or Road America, one of those. So yeah, I think we'll wrap it up here. Thanks for watching, guys. Would be nice to leave a like on the video if you don't mind, if you did enjoy the stream. And of course, you should subscribe for more stuff like this. And more of Race Room, more of Assetto Corsa, and whatever else comes up. So yeah, cheers guys, see you next time, take care, goodbye.